Sad history of KFC's Double Down. What if I told you that there was a sandwich that was so popular that it sold over 10 million units in its first month of launch? What if I told you that the sandwich even had no bread? Sounds unusual, right? But that's what KFC thought when they created the Double Down, a sandwich that had 2 fried chicken fillets instead of buns. In this video, we are going to tell you the sad story of KFC's Double Down, the sandwich that was both a legend and a failure. When it comes to fast food, finding something really unique is not common.
This burrito is delicious, but it is filling.
The menus of Domino's and Papa John's are almost the same. Subway's food is quite similar to what you can get at Blimpies. But as far as anyone can tell, KFC's Double Down wasn't based on any pre-existing sandwich sold at another fast food chain. The birth of the bunless burger. The story of the Double Down started in August 2009 as a test in Omaha and Providence. The sandwich was unlike any other. It had 2 pieces of crunchy hickory smoked bacon, 2 slices of Monterey Jack and pepper jack cheese, real mayo, and spicy sauce sandwiched between 2 extra crispy chicken fillets made of white meat. After successfully running commercials in test markets, placing ads in newspapers, and benefiting from positive word of mouth from satisfied customers, news about this bunless burger spread quickly everywhere. And it eventually became the talk of the town because of its unique idea. The test must have gone well because just 11 days later, on April 1, 2010, KFC said the sandwich would be sold all across the country. The launch of KFC's Double Down. On April 1, 2010, KFC introduced the Double Down in the US. Many people believed it was an April Fool's joke from KFC. Adding to the intrigue, the Double Down's tagline was "So meaty, there's no room for the bun." This led many to assume it was all in good fun, but it wasn't a joke. KFC even had a countdown clock on their website, like they were about to drop a taste bomb on millions of hungry customers. The Double Down finally came out on April 12, 2010. KFC originally said it would only last until May 23, 2010. However, the immensely experimental sandwich surpassed the chicken chain's expectations in terms of popularity. Therefore, as of May 19th, the company reversed its decision and officially declared the Double Down a permanent fixture on the menu. Timing of KFC's Double Down. Now, the timing of the Double Down was too odd. When it came out, around 2/3 of people in the United States were seen as overweight or obese. Back then, fast food places were working on offering healthier choices like salad, fruit, and grilled chicken. Because of this, the initial response from the media to the Double Down was mainly about how strange it looked. A writer for SF Gate even wondered which KFC executive said, "Let's go against every shred of human decency, common sense, and even the First Lady's humble plea to get us to please quit making the country so stupidly obese and sick."
Ugh, gross, right guys?
And sell a truly disgusting creation. The success of KFC's Double Down.
I have successfully privatized world peace.
When it first came out, Double Down sold really well. Lots of people wanted to give it a try.
Jeez, look at this line.
And KFC even sold more than 10 million sandwiches in the first month. The buzz was so big that KFC kept it around longer than planned. It didn't even stop there. The weird creation spread to other countries like Canada and Australia. They even tweaked it to match local tastes. People started making videos of them eating the sandwich and putting them on YouTube. According to the Colbert Report, even Stephen Colbert tried one on his show. People even made t-shirts and other things with the Double Down on them. Interestingly, some people really loved it.
It was delicious.
While others hated the idea, and some were just curious about it. But it definitely got people talking. But, as it turns out, it wasn't a hit with everyone. The dark side of KFC's Double Down. Despite the attention it got, it turned out that the Double Down faced a lot of criticisms for being unhealthy. As per KFC's own information, the sandwich is listed at 540 calories. In reality, the Double Down contains closer to 1,228 calories, making it approximately half of the average person's recommended daily caloric intake. Disappointingly, the critics also seemed unimpressed. The New York Times, in April 2010, strongly criticized the Double Down, labeling it as a symbol of stunt food that had reached a new low. Their description included terms like slimy and unnaturally moist, with flavor ginned up in a lab, and even concluded that it was a disgusting meal and a must to avoid. As reported by the Daily Mail, the Double Down packs in more calories compared to 2 Big Macs. It's important to note that beyond the incredibly high calorie content, the Double Down also contains 1,380 milligrams of salt, 32 grams of fat, and 10 grams of saturated fat laden with cholesterol. Stephen Colbert even called it deeply fried insanity. So, it was definitely not the healthiest option. How people reacted to KFC's Double Down. As time went on, its popularity started to fade. People realized that it wasn't quite as fulfilling as they thought. It was too salty, too greasy, and a bit messy to eat. Sadly, some even called it a joke that's not worth repeating. A fan shared on social media, "I'll never forget the first time I had the Double Down. Me and my father were sitting around watching TV and seen the ad. He literally jumped up and said, 'There's no way, we gotta try that now.' We went to the KFC, and I sat in the parking lot moaning and slobbering eating it, and my father was just dying laughing the whole time." The downfall of KFC's Double Down. It ended up accounting for just 5% of the overall sales, falling short of KFC's projected 10%. As a result, KFC eventually had to remove the Double Down from its menu in the US and other countries. It became an occasional offering rather than a regular item. The Double Down sandwich had a tough time keeping up with other tasty food options from various restaurants.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
These places had their own special foods that people really enjoyed. The Double Down had to compete with popular items like McDonald's McRib and Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. And, well, people begun to realize that the Double Down wasn't as satisfying as they thought it would be. This made it difficult for Double Down to stay as popular as before. The Double Down returned. Even though this sandwich was way too unhealthy, some people still enjoy it and wanted the Double Down to come back. So, KFC decided to listen to these requests and decided to bring the Double Down back on the menu, but only for a limited time in 2014. It was the first time that the sandwich had been available in the US since 2010. KFC CMO Nick Chavez said in a press release that KFC is embracing the chaos of one of the most buzzworthy fast food menu items ever. Subsequently, the Double Down reappeared in the United States once more on March 6, 2023, but once again, it was only offered for a restricted duration. KFC made this announcement both through its official Twitter account and on its website. The Double Down was available for 4 weeks until April 6, 2023. However, since then, it has faded into fast food history, becoming a sad example of how innovation can go wrong. So, that's it for today, guys. The sad history of the Double Down teaches us that even though something might start off exciting and different, that doesn't always mean it will stick around. Tastes change, and what seems like a good idea might not be a hit in the long run. What do you think about this sandwich? Would you try it if it came back? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.